You're watching the best. Fox 10 News at 9 starts now.
Now at 9, a teenager is arrested accused of killing his father. Hear from prosecutors today in court. Plus, the heat is on, but heat relief centers are open and ready to help. And a big mix-up at the county recorder's office, and new insight tonight over what went wrong. That's where we begin tonight. Thousands of voters were told incorrectly that their voting rights were in jeopardy, and now that they have to fix the mistake themselves. Kinsey Beach is live with the latest details tonight. Kinsey.
Yeah, Brian, we were able to get our hands on the correction letter that's expected to be in over 80,000 Maricopa County voter mailboxes this week. It says that they have 90 days to send back documented proof of citizenship, or voting in local elections could be in jeopardy.
But it's my job as a taxpayer to fix some bureaucrat's glitch.
Voters were sent this letter asking if they had moved, then told to provide documentation and proof of citizenship. They had not. But it turns out it was all an error. Fox 10 has reached out to County Recorder Justin Heap multiple times for an interview. Heap still unavailable for comment, but on Friday, the County Recorder's office acknowledged the error, blaming a third-party vendor. But the former County Recorder, Stephen Richer, explains the two lists got mixed up.
But the letter they were supposed to receive pertains to that special group of people who still need to provide proof of citizenship because the MVD thought that they had been grandfathered into the documented proof of citizenship requirement, but they actually haven't. And that was discovered last year. I don't know why the recorder's office is just starting on it now.
Richer, acknowledging mistakes happen, posted this to X, saying Justin Heap not taking the interview himself was, quote, cowardice in the extreme and piss poor leadership. Never in a million years would have done that. And voters are still left with questions.
The cherry on a parfait is, according to the recorder's office, I can still vote in federal elections, but I can't vote in local and state elections. So I'm a citizen for the federal government, but I'm not a citizen for Arizona. How does that make any sense?
Now, it's still unclear if everybody who got the first letter will now receive that correction letter and have to provide proof of citizenship. Now, as we mentioned, we've reached out to the Maricopa County Recorder, Justin Heap, multiple times. We'll continue to reach out to try and set this record straight. Reporting live, Kinsey Beach, Fox 10 News.
Okay, Kinsey, thanks. More to come. A teenager is behind bars tonight accused of killing his father. 18-year-old Victor Morales Jimenez is accused of shooting his dad, 48-year-old Victor Morales Lubvio, and also shooting a female family member in the arm. The double shooting happened Tuesday near 7th Street and Dobbins. The teen is facing charges of second-degree murder and aggravated assault tonight. Here's what prosecutors said in court.
Here that the family in this instance consist of much of the witnesses, if not, sadly, the victims. His father passed away. He passed away due to the injuries that he received from the gunshot wounds.
The judge set the bond at $1 million. A man is dead. A woman hurt after a shooting in Phoenix happened overnight at a home near 7th Avenue in Southern. The man was dead when officers got there. The woman stabilized at the hospital. Police say they are not searching for a suspect, but didn't say what led up to the shooting. The reward to find Emily Pike's killer is up to $200,000 tonight. $25,000 more coming from Silent Witness, in addition to the $75,000 reward from the FBI and San Carlos Apache tribe. The 14-year-old's body was found near Globe last February. If you can help, call 480-WITNESS. A state of emergency tonight on the Navajo Nation. The Oak Ridge fire has grown to more than 1,800 acres in northern Arizona. No containment so far, and at least 5 families have been forced to flee. Air and land crews are on the scene tonight. This fire is human caused. For more on the fire, go to fox10phoenix.com or scan the QR code on your screen for the Fox Local app. All right, back to the Valley. Live look at downtown Phoenix tonight, wrapping up a scorching hot day, and it's not over yet. Yeah. Ashley is here with more on our excessive heat warning. Hi, Ashley.
Hey, yeah, the heat is just beginning. Now, today we top things off at around 114 degrees. That's at least 7 degrees above our usual normal temperatures. But right now we are still under this heat warning. Now, parts of southern Arizona, we've seen that expire. But for much of Maricopa County, we are still seeing and feeling those conditions of those excessively hot temperatures over 110 degrees. Right now, as you join us tonight, 104 here in Phoenix, 101 towards Casa Grande, 103 towards the Gila Bend up north. Hey, I'll take a 70 any time of the day. 61 degrees out in Grand Canyon, and we are looking at a major heat risk for not just today, but even for the next couple of days, a long stretch of that heat at least through Tuesday. Relief will be on the way as we are seeing some rain pushing through this as early as tomorrow for our folks in Flagstaff. 83 degrees, 30% chance of those showers tomorrow. We are hitting our peak with this heat in the valley, 116, but relief is on the way when it comes to those temperatures and the potential for some monsoon moisture. Full forecast coming up. Brian.
See you then, Ashley. Thanks. 10 heat relief stations are open through Tuesday to help people beat the heat. Place to cool down, get some snacks and water, sunscreen hats and bandanas. Health officials say extreme heat is the #1 killer of all natural disasters.
Anybody is welcome to come into a Salvation Army location during the summer to get some indoor cooling and hydration. But when the National Weather Service issues an extreme heat warning, the Salvation Army's 10 locations in the valley take things up another notch. But the most important thing is when they need it to be able to get them inside, get their core body temperature down, get them some water, get them some electrolytes, things like that, and just let them get a break.
And we have a list of the heat relief stations at fox10phoenix.com. Be sure to click Seen on TV. People aren't the only ones suffering during the summer months, so do pets, and that's where a Valley nonprofit steps in. On a scorching hot day like today, beloved pets are getting some much-needed TLC.
We're the organization here in the Valley that takes care of the homeless dogs, both out on the streets as well as in the shelters.
Dog Days Out AZ is making sure owners who are experiencing homelessness get some support, partnering with the nonprofit One Bag at a Time,
which is a homeless prevention program that gives you hygienes, foods, waters, drinks. They make it easier, so with them joined with Dogs Day Out, it makes everything easier for us.
Every month, volunteers host an outreach event like this, providing people and pups what they need to survive during the heat.
We take care of them with food, care packages that have food, toys, treats, Stookie bags. We put dog shoes on all of them in the summertime so none of them burn their feet on the pavement.
Sebastian and his pup are on and off the streets for 3 years now and grateful for anything they get.
It's more beneficial than artificial, which means it's more, what they're offering us helps more than what most other people would, because I'm going to be honest, there's a lot of dog people out there that say they help out with dogs. Nothing like Dogs Day Out.
The organization can't do it alone. They're asking for your help to keep the mission going.
We rely on nothing but volunteers and donations from the public to do what we do, and by the grace of God, we have managed to keep going strong 5 years later. So we're gonna keep doing it, but we need everybody's help to get this done.
Well, several pets are saved from a burning home. It happened today in West Phoenix, 35th Avenue and Thomas. Fire officials say it started in the backyard, then jumped to the house. 2 dogs and a cat were rescued. 1 dog was resuscitated with a Fido bag. No people were hurt and no word on the cause. A new adoption record for the Arizona Humane Society. 385 dogs, cats, and critters now have new homes. It happened on Saturday at this event, but there are more than 100 animals still up for adoption tonight and another 1,600 being treated. If you can help, head to fox10phoenix.com. Lots more ahead, a program to help foster kids aging out of the system barely saved from budget cuts. And later this hour, 6 children saved from South Mountain during a family hiking trip with temperatures topping 110 degrees. And several families are whole again. We show you Reunification Day after the break.